Homeless 8-year-old troublemaker becomes inspiring school counselor. At 8 years old, Jake Williams was already considered a troublemaker at Lincoln Elementary School. His teachers labeled him as disruptive, aggressive, and impossible to control. What they didn't realize was that Jake was living in his car with his mother, who struggled with addiction and couldn't provide stability. Jake would arrive at school hungry, unwashed, and angry at a world that seemed determined to fail him. His outbursts weren't defiance, they were cries for help that no one seemed to hear. Everything changed when Mr. David Rodriguez, a new substitute teacher, arrived and saw something in Jake that others had missed. Instead of sending Jake to the principal's office, like every other teacher, Mr. Rodriguez sat down beside him during lunch and asked a simple question. "What's really going on, buddy?" For the first time in his young life, someone actually wanted to listen to Jake's story. Mr. Rodriguez discovered that Jake hadn't eaten breakfast in 3 days and had been sleeping in a cramped car with broken windows. Instead of reporting this immediately to authorities, David made a different choice. He started bringing extra sandwiches to school and would casually offer them to Jake during breaks. He also began staying after school to help Jake with homework, creating a safe space where the boy could just be a kid. David noticed that Jake was actually incredibly intelligent and creative, especially when it came to storytelling and art. Within weeks, Jake's behavior began to change dramatically. He stopped acting out in class and started participating in discussions. Other teachers were amazed by the transformation, but David knew it was simply the result of showing one child that someone cared enough to see past his circumstances to his potential. David worked with social services to help Jake's mother find housing and addiction treatment while ensuring Jake had a stable living situation. He became Jake's legal guardian temporarily, providing the boy with his first real bedroom, regular meals, and consistent bedtime routines. Jake thrived in this environment, his grades improving from failing to honor roll within 1 semester. David discovered that Jake had a remarkable talent for writing and encouraged him to enter a national student writing competition. Jake's essay about homelessness and hope won first place, earning him a scholarship to a prestigious summer writing camp. The local newspaper covered his story, and Jake realized that his experiences, while painful, had given him a unique voice that could help other children facing similar struggles. For the first time, Jake felt proud of who he was becoming. Years passed, and Jake excelled academically and socially under David's guidance. He graduated high school as valedictorian and received a full scholarship to study education and social work at university. During college, Jake volunteered at homeless shelters and mentored at-risk youth, using his own story to connect with children who felt forgotten by society. He wrote a book about his experiences called From Car to Classroom, which became required reading in many education programs. Jake's mother successfully completed rehabilitation and rebuilt her relationship with her son, often speaking alongside him at conferences about addiction and family recovery. David, who had planned to substitute teach for just 1 year, was inspired by Jake's transformation to pursue a master's degree in special education and dedicated his career to helping vulnerable children. Their bond remained strong, with David walking Jake down the aisle at his wedding. Today, Jake Williams is a successful school counselor and motivational speaker who has helped thousands of children overcome difficult circumstances. He established the Second Chances Foundation with David, which provides emergency housing, school supplies, and mentorship to homeless students nationwide. Jake's foundation has helped over 5,000 children find stability and educational success. He still carries the lunchbox David gave him in 3rd grade as a reminder that one person's kindness can change everything. When Jake speaks at conferences, he always ends with the same message. Every child is one caring adult away from being a success story. Don't underestimate the power of simply asking what's really going on, and then actually listening to the answer. His story continues to inspire educators and social workers around the world, proving that with love, patience, and belief, any child can overcome their circumstances and achieve greatness.